Yeah. Anyway, uh, I was saying yesterday, I deleted it 'cause, I was thinking about it. I don't know about you saying it. You just gotta learn how to take it. I'm trying to explain to y'all about sowing your royal oats. Well, not really sowing your royal oats, but not just sowing your royal oats, but uh, how to understand when you're around when you're trying to find a lover, or friends and stuff like that, how your body adjusts. I'm trying to say it without people saying, "Oh, I lost this and losing good friends and losing good loved ones," because I feel like y'all don't get that really. Well, the best way for me to explain that better is, like I said, that's why I keep saying the streets of the slum. I had to stay in a situation where you typically could get away from somebody, where you typically could just move away from somebody, especially if you get your butt beat or something. You run basically. I always had to be in a situation where I could never run, never go nowhere. And I had to learn how to deal with these things. When I was younger, it was always a consistent fight. We go fight and fight and fight until we comfortable with each other. But, it don't need to take all that. But I didn't move away from him. You know what that taught me? I didn't get away from him. I ain't saying don't do that. I'm saying in my situation, I couldn't do that. But what it taught me was how to be a great leader. So when I went to work, I was able to be a leader over many people that people wouldn't want to lead. It just taught me how to be strong. That's what I'm trying to say. Now let me try to teach y'all a better way. When I said the decomposing, let's go to the decomposing part. Oh, you be with somebody, you start decomposing. Well, you can't really look at decomposing like, oh, I'm catching cancer because I'm with this person or something like that. You can't, don't ever do that. Don't do that. That's been in my heart lately, and I feel like y'all misunderstanding what I'm trying to teach you. It's really no good way of looking at it. It really takes time. Wisdom come with time. It's quite different from knowledge. Wisdom take time. It's all about deep-rooted feelings. It's all about deep emotions. It's all about deep feelings. It's all about deep emotions. So let's look at molecules. What is molecules? A fundamental compound that holds physical chemicals, basically, like different substances. So you look at it like molecules if you want to look at it like anything. And still that ain't good enough. But it's a little sweet way to help you, look at it in such a way where you can abstract quietly and still remain. You can still remain friends. You just gotta know how far to go with these people. You look at it like molecules. So, it's just an advice to help out, bro. Don't get all irate about it. Really use your discerning spirit when it comes to that kind of stuff. But sowing your royal oats, is important just as well as it's important to get out of it, if not more important for you to get out of it. Sewing it is just, having that experience like they used to make movies. I love you, I want to get married, but right now I want to do something. Right now I want to live. Right now I got things I got to do. So you roll your oats, that's what it is. You don't want to have no regrets when you get married. You want to embrace marriage. You ready to take marriage to that next level. You ready to work on a relationship. You ready to be with somebody for better or worse. Because you done been through the briar patch now. I don't even know why I'm speaking on that. I guess I'm not finna get married. Congratulations. You ready to be with somebody for better or worse. Because you done ventured out. You done dealt with somebody for better. You done dealt with somebody for the worse. And now you know how to deal with somebody for the both. Love is like wisdom. It takes time to appreciate it. When I was on the street, I didn't have all these issues the day before everybody started throwing all this magic on me. And I could do anything and be with whoever I wanted. And I was full of myself. I somewhat had the big head not because of what my family did for me, but what the streets will do for me. And I somewhat had the big head. I was the kind of person who chose not to have a big gang. I wanted a small crew and that could do better than the big crew. A very dependable crew. I remember one time we got in some serious trouble in junior high. So serious, the cops came, locked down the school, and they interviewed all of us. The crime was bad. I think we bust somebody up real good or something. I can't remember. It was bad enough for them to shut that school down. But I remember the leader of the crew, which was my boy Tony Mayfield. I mean, none of us see each other now. We all grew apart eventually. But at that time, he was the leader. And we pretty much, the crew we gathered up, we pretty much really grew up together. Like boys in the hood, So he came to the class, he came to all the class. He was the kind of person, when the teacher passed around the test, he would ball up in front of the teacher, throw it in the trash can. And so with that being said, he walked out of his class and he came and got all of us out of our classes. Like he was the teacher himself. We were probably in the 7th grade, 6th grade, 7th grade, yeah. And he said, "This is what's finna go down, man. And y'all better not say nothing. No matter what, whoever say something, you out the crew. We out the crew. Nobody dealing with them. You not dealing with the crew no more. I want y'all to say this." He gave us something to say. I didn't know what was going on because we had done so much. We were so bad. It was like, you do so much bad, you can't really remember what he talking about. So I be darned, the cops came, shut down the school, interviewed us at school, one by one. Like some TV stuff, gone in 40 hours or something, 48 hours or something. 48 hours, no justice or something. Whatever, And I can't remember that show. I know people like to watch it. Uh, so they came, they interviewed us, and we said exactly what he told us to say. And you know what? It worked. Whatever it worked like a charm. But it was like that, man. It's like we get in these groups, and it was like we grew, we evolved together. I didn't know I was being attacked like I am today. And I really feel on my heart of hearts, that's what messed my crew up. Because if I got attacked like I've been getting attacked, and my girls got attacked like they've been getting attacked, then surely my boys got attacked like I was getting attacked. And you know, that weighs on me a lot. I somewhat feel responsible. And I know I can't do that for their outcomes in their life, because they were great people, man. So was a lot of other people in my life, females and all. They was all outstanding. They truly cared for me. And it was like anybody who truly cared for me was slaughtered secretly. Once again, molecules. So you go to these molecules, it's like I said, what I was meaning when I said that story was like we fit together, we worked together. We actually did stuff together that only we know today that we did together. And some of us done forgot it. And I really can't remember that crime we committed. I know it was bad enough for them to shut that 7th grade school down. But not telling nobody commit no crime, nothing like that. This is long. I'm 42 years old now. You can't do half of this stuff now that we used to can do back then. They got laws. They got way too many laws for any of that stuff. Way too many. So don't even try it. But let's talk about molecules. So it's just like we fit. Same thing with Sonya Royal. Sonya Royal, by now you done been in relationships, friendly relationships or loving relationships, and you realize your ups and your downs. That's molecules. A little bit. You're gonna have to meditate on it and really think about it. All you gotta do is meditate, think about the problem, and then think within the problem. If you want to think back to something, one of your worstest moments and one of your best moments. Think about the issue or think about the moment and think within the problem or the moment. And you're going to see something start to descend inside of you that was kind of telling you. Like if you got a couple and the couple don't get along, 9 times out of 10, it's your ancestors that's not getting along. I know of people who fought with each other, left each other, went to different people and didn't fight with that person. And then that person be mad because that person wasn't fighting with the new person but fought with them. That's because the ancestors, you wasn't supposed to be together because y'all tree wasn't supposed to be together. Y'all was from different trees. I'm trying my best to say this so y'all don't hurt each other out there, man. Because sometimes the molecules are just real slow. I got somebody very dear to my heart, a new energy, and one of her molecules, she don't know this, we never met. Well, she probably know it. Because we can feel each other's emotions, but we never physically met. But one of her molecules are just real slow with mine. But it don't change the way I feel about her. You know what I'm saying? I mean, she knew it. I ain't met her or nothing like that. I hope one day I do get to meet her. But God had already told me the difference in these vessels. Because my vessel's still old. Her vessel newer than mine. But it's still 2 historical vessels. And we both are giants. You know? Now, but y'all's situation is not like our situation, though. Let me tell you about these molecules. So, when you get with these people, let's say hopefully your molecules do adjust quick. You will know it. You might start the same. You might start the drawing. You might start the scruffling. You might start, you might start being calm. You might start being more in control of your emotions. And you can't figure out why you mad. Don't make yourself mad if you can't figure out why you can't get mad. It's probably because the new friend that you with or the new lover that you with. It ain't always gotta be bad. It ain't always gotta be sicknesses and illnesses and you losing something. So you just think of the opposite. You can lose gifts, but you can gain gifts. I gave somebody a gift that I love, but they gave me a gift that I learned to love. I lost a gift, but I gained a gift. So that's still like the same tree. You know what I'm saying? So it's very, for me, looking at molecules is like really looking deep, way deeper than I'm decomposing because I'm with you. I got sick as soon as I got with you. You probably were getting sick before you got there, You can't really look at it like that. Molecules is a lot different though. It takes time like wisdom. It takes time like wisdom. You can sit in your face, you can sit in your face. Sometimes, let me tell you I was with a new energy a long time ago, but before the energy I share energy with now. This new energy as well. I ain't met now one of these people, but that other energy, I adjusted my face features. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't like it. But everything else adjusted perfectly. So you just different things, bro. But y'all might not tell this stuff like I can. You should be able to. It's easy to tell, but you gotta really look at yourself with a discerning spirit. Have you ever looked at yourself with a discerning spirit? Not no paranoia. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about I can show you this in your own face. I can go in the mirror, in the bathroom with you, look in the mirror, and I can tell you, white or black, if your melanin is off a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Let me just say that, because I really don't know what y'all call it. I guess it's pigment, skin pigment. I can tell you. Let me just tell you to watch that for a while. See what you think about it. Sometimes you can adjust in one way you don't like, but another part of your body might adjust in a good way you like. Just pay attention. Sometimes you might adjust in your forest chakra you don't like, but you adjust it everywhere else that you like. Well, can you deal with it? That's one of my cases. Don't bother me at all. Don't bother me at all. When it comes down to certain rules and regulations in this experiment now, that's a different story. But it really don't bother me. Why? Because I live my life. I already know how it feels to have lust. I already know how it feels to be with lust. I already know what to expect out of lust. But I don't know how it feels to have love. You see what I'm saying? So when you got stuff like that, you gotta just pay attention. But molecules, look up molecules, it'll help you out a lot. And you'll just notice different features about yourself come and go. What you like, do you like it or not? That's it. Don't treat each other bad though. Don't hurt each other, because you are not understanding. I'm trying to show y'all how to use y'all discerning spirit in a way that most people couldn't teach you how to use your discerning spirit. It's always ways though. Just like I said about Satan, Jesus acknowledged in legions. Believe it or not, it's a way you could tell. Just like you could tell if a person is an angel. the problem is that we done fell so far away from nature and the natural order of things, we just forgot all this stuff. And honestly, if anything, and I ain't gonna say Satan, but if anything, that's what the dark, or that's what bad energy don't want you to remember. Yes, 8 billion people out here, but it ain't but 20 different energies. Once you figure that out, you can just, you know. But can I teach that? I don't know. If God said I could teach it, I'll teach it to you, though. I'll teach it to you. That's a lot of issues that we got with the world today. We reading stuff, but we really not understanding, no matter how smart we are. It don't matter if you graduated Princeton. It's like we're reading it, but we just not understanding it like we need to understand it. Follow what you understand. Where they get this from? How they get this? Pretty sure it's gonna lead you back to biblical days, if not further than that. Then you understand. If anything, that's probably what I might do when I do a lecture here and there. I'd probably try to go over some things that I rushed through, and it probably hurt some of y'all more than help some of y'all. Well, we're gonna work on that. Things take time. Process. Don't be hasty, y'all. It's a process, and I'm not gonna be apologizing, and I'm not gonna be that kind of person to keep apologizing for something. We all trying to learn here together. We all trying to build here together. It's a process for us all. I just need y'all to understand that with me. Enough of all that extra stuff. We all humans, we all make mistakes. Just try to see past my mistakes. I try to see past yours. Understand it the best way you can. We all make mistakes. Only one ain't making no mistake is God. Anyway, peace and love out there.